police immediately.
I don't get it.
No idea what you're talking about. Yes? Hello? Hi, stranger.
I want ham and eggs and flapjacks with lots of butter and syrup and coffee. I'll take the coffee now.
Why have you come here tonight? Strange.
Where's my dough?
Yo, party people in the place to be, what's good? It's the #1 chief rocker, your main man, Uncle Freezie, helping you get your week off to a roaring start. Welcome to Vibes and Stuff live in the mornings. What's good? What's good? What's good? Good to see y'all. Good to be with y'all. Danny Landis is in the building. What's good? Mr. Vince, I see you, sir. Hope y'all had a good, refreshing weekend. I know I did. Had a great weekend. Got some time to hang out with my favorite girl. Kind of hung around and did nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just sat around, just hung around with my favorite lady and did absolutely nothing. And it was awesome. Had a ball. It was fun. As a matter of fact, it was fun. You know what I'm saying? Just to let y'all know. So I'm gonna get back to the basics here. My main man Chuck Allen will be coming through in a little bit. Just running a little behind. Things happen. Y'all know how it is. Y'all know how things go, man. It's like. So, Uncle Freezie, what's in your cup? In the cup is not apples, like what the cup would suggest, but scorching hot tea. Hot tea for them vocal cords. You know what I mean? Hot tea for them vocal cords, man. That's what we got going on. And here in South Carolina, it is 74 degrees. I think it's going to be a nice temperate day. It's showing sunny. So you guys know what that means. It's going to be hot. It's going to be hot in the Carolinas. It is going to be hot in the Carolinas, man. But things are what they are. Things are what they are. I had a thing here. I wanted to jot down some notes, and I forgot to jot the notes down. I wanted to talk with y'all. About quite a few things. Let me do something here. Let me jot down these things before I lose it. You know how they say, use it or lose it. Let me jot this thing down here. All right. Sedentary lifestyle and I should have jotted that stuff down before I got on with y'all, but y'all know how it is, man. All these things be going on at once, man. Yeah, man. Hewlett Samuel is in the building. What's good? Mr. Vince, you read my mind. Mr. Vince says green tea with lemon and organic sugar. I try to lay off the sugar. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think sugar is an addiction for me. I don't have many addictions. I think a lot of people have things that they really, really like. They don't know that they're addicted to. My one thing is being the #1 chief rocker in YouTube universe. That's my #1 addiction, and #2 is sugar. #2 is sugar. Right? Let me do this joint though real quick. I gotta play my man joint. You know what I'm saying? That my guy. I gotta play his joint. So check out Hood Goddess by the original DSJ.
Yeah. Yeah. Shorty, let me holler at you. Girl, it's the way you walk, command attention. It's all about your vibe, your true intention. I call you Hood Goddess. You're misunderstood, 'cause you're from the hood. From first eye contact, I knew I had to have that. Had a feeling you were something special. Didn't know if I could match that. You draw a crowd just to say hi. You make it happen, you stay fly. You big and everyone know. If I was a stock, you would raise mine. Even with a t-shirt and sweats on. Girl, you work it for me. Don't matter what they say about you. Baby, you're perfect. Girl, it's the way you walk, command attention. It's all about your vibe, your true intention. I call you Hood Goddess. You're misunderstood, 'cause you're from the hood. That Dominican girl, East African queen, call you my cinnamon girl. Sweet like grandma cobbler. You were a #1 prospect. Even if you're raised in the projects, and you got the whole game on lock. Cops and robbers, they'll build an altar, you're so bomb. You shoot them down so calm. You don't be playing no games, but sexy in jerseys you throw on. I'm your soldier, I will march in line. You know it's your world. Let me hit you with that more in line. You go, girl, it's the way you walk, command attention. It's all about your vibe, your true intention. I call you Hood Goddess. You're misunderstood, 'cause you're from the hood.
They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Well, I would love to be the one that holds you, console you in times of grief, and listen when you're trying to speak. Your smile, it brightens up the darkest moods, and looking in your eyes is like gazing at the stars and moon. Just thinking about you, damn, I can hardly move. The depths of my feelings are hard to convey, like trying to catch fish at the edge of a bay, like I'm caught in an infinite wave, 'cause even when you do the simplest things,
Them. Hood Goddess by the original DSJ, the R&B sensation. Right? So let's get into this health and lifestyle. Yo, so I came to a not a resolution, I guess. So I had a weird thought. I came to a conclusion this weekend that I may be too sedentary. Like I might sit around too much. Like I might be in front of this computer too much. Right? Right. Just came to that conclusion. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe sitting around all day ain't good. Now, when I say sitting around, I don't mean just being lazy bones. Subliminal 209 is in the building. What's good? Miss Geraldine was good. I see y'all. Wayne Peterson is in the building. What's good? Good mornings, good mornings, good mornings. Get that energy up. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Get that energy up. So this weekend I came to a conclusion that I might be too sedentary. Not that I would like to sit around all the time and not do anything, but sitting in front of the computer all the time kind of gets you in that mode where, you know, you may need to get up and start moving around some more. You know what I'm saying? Big boys need to, if you're a big boy, if you over 200 pounds, you might need to get up and start moving around more. You know what I'm saying? Before those LBs start packing up on you. Right? Might need to get up. And so I was wondering, am I lazy? That's what I was thinking to myself. Am I lazy? Is that what's going on with me? Have I become lazy? And listen, before and so I have a line of demarcation because before COVID, I didn't have these feelings of not wanting to be out. Y'all feel me? Like I have this, and I got a new chair, man. The other chair, a wheel broke off of it, so now I'm trying to get adjusted to. The older you get, the less you like to adjust to stuff, y'all. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but the older you get, the less you want to adjust to stuff, man. Y'all ever like been in the kitchen and you always put something somewhere in the kitchen and somebody come behind you and move it and you almost have a meltdown with where the pot holders at? Y'all ever have that? Yeah, y'all ever have that happen to y'all? Like if there's anybody in here, if anybody in here ever have a meltdown, like you be like, say for instance, like you in the bathroom and you had like to have something on the sink and then you go to the sink and it's not there and you look for it, you can't find it, and you just like about to have a meltdown because something changed. I mean, even though it's simple. You know what I mean? I'm at that stage right now. Not that I'm an angry curmudgeon, and not that I think I'm teetering on the. Yo, you know what? I'm lazy. You know what? I ain't even gonna. I'm lazy. I have gotten full out lazy. Man, and yo, and when I hear myself say it, it's like me cursing at myself. Like, why are you lazy, man? You lazy bum. Yo, Mr. Vince, the other night, I swear, I slept like 4 straight hours, bro. Mr. Vince, the other night, I slept 4 straight hours back to back. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Subliminal 209, I slept 4 hours straight, back to back. And so when I think about that kind of stuff, I'm like, man, come on, man. Uncle Freezie, you getting lazy, man. You getting lazy. So in this health and lifestyle section, this health and lifestyle part that I'm talking to y'all about, man, I want to talk to y'all about a sedentary lifestyle and why it's not good for you, and why it's good to have a hobby that requires physical activity. Like why it's good to if you're a golfer, go play golf. walk the course. Like get a cart bag that you with the rollers on it, that you can go out, that you can go outside, be outside in nature. That you could be outside in nature, you could take your time and you can walk. Take you some water with you, drink some water. So that you can go outside and walk and be active. And if you don't golf, do something, play basketball. Join a bowling team, create a bowling team. Play softball, something. Subliminal 209 is the place to be. Subliminal 209, the host, a co-host of Nick's After Party Thursdays at 11 p.m. says, I'm working my second job right now, and I haven't slept. Be safe out there, brother. Be safe out there. And Mr. Vince says, hey, come on, that's normal, man. 4 hours, that's a minimum. Hey, Mr. Vince, I have a sleeping disorder. So it's like historically, I have a sleep disorder. So when I sleep like 4 hours straight, back to back, it's because of something. And so my sleep disorder doesn't come from like a physical thing. It comes from something else. But we ain't gonna get into that part of it. We'll just say, I used to be able to sleep good. Now I can't. We'll just put it that way. You know what I'm saying? But the other night I slept 4 hours straight, back to back. Usually what I do is like cat nap, 2 hours here, 2 hours there, 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours. And so the other night I slept 4 hours back to back. I woke up like I was drowning, like I thought I was gonna have like a big Santa Claus beard on my face when I woke up. But the key is, one of the things is I know I need to get more sleep. I know that. I wish I could get more sleep in a row. I wish I could get like 10 hours of sleep straight back to back. I wish I could lay down like 8 o'clock at night and wake up like 6 o'clock in the morning. But that ain't gonna happen. I already tried. I already tried with like pills and all type of stuff. And that ain't gonna happen. Right. But the sedentary part though, the non-activity, right, is what I think is getting to me. Not being active. Right. Not being active. I got to correct this thing, and I want to talk to you guys. I hear everybody listening and rocking with us. Hey man, non-activity is not a good thing. I rested this weekend, but that should not be the status quo. Activity should be the status quo. Your heart is a muscle, and you got to work it. You got to be active. You know what I'm saying? You got to be active with it. You got to make sure you have it be strong. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you eat right, all these type of things. And for big guys like myself, you know what I'm saying, I have like health risks and all things associated with being overweight. That's one thing I'm working on too. But the sedentary part is no bueno. That's no bueno. And that's not just for me, that's for everybody. So how do you combat somebody in the chat? Give me a suggestion about how you combat being lazy. Is it a food thing? Is it the way you eat makes you feel lazy? Is it an emotional thing? Like maybe something's going on emotionally that's having you like feeling like you're not motivated to get up and walk? Is it one of them type deals? Bam! There he is. Dougie Allen in the place. Was good.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Robert Ones. Sorry for the tardiness. What's going on, Uncle? How you doing this morning?
Man, I'm good. I was talking to the chat about I'm in the lifestyle, health and lifestyle portion, and I was talking to the chat about being sedentary. I just admitted to the chat that I'm lazy, right? Like I went from having all this energy to doing a lot of stuff. All of a sudden, the past 3 weeks or so, I just been lazy. Like no energy to get up and do nothing. None of the little extra stuff, none of the detailed stuff. I just been lazy. And I also asked the chat if that comes from the food that I've been eating, or is it a emotional disorder? And I understand that one can lead to another. Both can lead to another, because eating the wrong things can get you out of shape, causing you to be self-conscious, or you can have some emotional things that happen to you cause you to be an emotional eater. You know what I'm saying? So I understand, and I'm thinking like the things that have happened in my life, and I'm not saying that I'm not doing woe is me and nothing like that, but I'm saying that I think one of those things, maybe both, and some other things have contributed me to just being lazy, like not having the mental and emotional toughness to get my fat rump up and do stuff. Soul Fingers in the building was good. Subliminal 209 says you got to edit to your schedule. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure it out. But it is what it is. Chuck, you ever been in that place where you just felt lazy? I mean, for an extended period of time. I'm not talking about like a lazy day.
Yeah, I've definitely been in situations where I was like, I don't feel like nothing. Yeah, couldn't eat.
Hey, yeah, I can't hear you, bro. Yeah, man. I think we've all been there. I think we've all been there at some point. I think we've all been there at some point where we just felt lazy, sedentary, like, and it comes from a place of, I guess it's like different type, different reasons get us to that point. Like within the last 3 weeks ago, I just had a bunch of stuff happen, man. I just crashed down on me. A la Wise is in the building. What's good, boss?
So let me see. Make this time. Am I good?
Yeah, it's low though. Yeah, man. The chat, even Mr. Vince and
Okay.
DSJ said they couldn't hear you, but I could barely. A la Wise is in the building. What's good?
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So I think a lot of people can understand the situation that you know what I'm saying, that I'm speaking to about about um the motivations or the lack thereof. Like things happen to you and it kind of sucks the energy out of you a little bit. But what do you do to combat that? Otherwise, how do you combat that? How do you get your motivation up? Is it the fact that you got to remove certain things? You got to remove certain things from your life, or do you have to improve on certain things? Because I've been thinking about it, and I don't know if I'm in the state of denial about some stuff. Maybe that's the case. Maybe I've been in the state of denial about some stuff. You know how things happen to you, like, nah, I'll be all right.
Like what?
Just random stuff, man. Just like I'm transitioning, trying to do new stuff. I'm stepping out on my own for the first time ever. You know, I kind of for the first time in my life, I'm like stepping out from under somebody else's shadow to do my own stuff.
Okay.
Because in my life, and I know this is gonna sound weird, but in my life, I always felt like I was the Vin Rock of every group, of every successful group. Like people know Tretch, and people know the super producer KD, but the glue that held those two together was Vin Rock, right? Vin Rock, like, no, Tretch, that verse is whack. Nah, KG, nah, listen, we can't be all R&B. We gotta have a hip hop. I've always been like the Vin Rock of something. Like without me, like if I leave, the thing is never the same. But I've never been the Tretch. You know what I'm saying? I've never been the KG. Even though, and I was in the bathroom brushing my teeth the other day, and I was like, damn, you know what? I've always been the freaking Otis of everything. Like I've never been a David Ruffin. You know what I'm saying? I've never been an Eddie Kendricks. I've never been the band itself. I've always been the Otis. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like one of them deals where like I know how to do all this stuff, but I never did all the stuff for myself. I always did stuff in a group. And that was my comfort zone. And so around May, I decided to come up with an exit strategy so that I could become Luther. You feel me? Like instead of always being like instead of being the Hamiltones, instead of always being the Hamiltones, I'm stepping out to being Anthony Hamilton. Right? And it's a weird place to be in, like a weird, odd place to be in. Like Chuck, you ever been in that situation where you know you're talented, but you just don't feel like you have what it takes to be the guy?
Oh,
I'm not just saying, and you don't have to get super personal. I'm just saying, like in an occasion or two. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I remember maybe my fourth game as a freshman in high school. Freshman, playing varsity football. After the fourth game, I was like, "Yo, I think I can do this." The first game, I was like, "This ain't nothing like practice. Everybody fast out here."
Yeah.
I don't think I have what it takes. But by the fourth game, I was like, okay, I think I got this. Now, fast forward, that summer, I go to Gamecock football camp, and I got my first taste of surrounding areas in the Carolinas. And I was like, man, I don't think I got it. I don't think I got it. These dudes on a different type of time. That dude's 17 years old. I don't got it. But you know, what I mean, I didn't think I could. I was like, no, I don't think I had what it takes. You guys still can't hear me?
I hear you fine right now. I hear you fine. Wayne Peterson said just sound. Oh, okay.
I'm still low.
Right now you good. Hey, Alawa says you fooled now. you see, hey, Alawa, no, I'm just messing with you. Alawa, I know this is a typo. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hey, Chuck, I'm like in that. I think I'm in that weird spot. It's not like one of them things where I feel like I don't feel like it's like some type of depression. I just feel like it's a I feel like it's transition.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's territory. Right.
Yeah, man. It's like when the coach take you from the receiver group and then have you practicing with the quarterbacks. You're like, oh snap, what the hell? I mean, I played left field, I played outfield on the baseball team, man. But now you want me to play quarterback? You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. You know what I mean? And so I feel like, man, this thing, because I've been sitting at the computer a lot, bro. Like I'm sitting at the computer now, and I look around and I got all kinds of water bottles over here and all kinds of tissue. I got tissue up here at the desk. I got a phone and phone chargers. You know what I'm saying? And see, and it's different from before when I used to just be super active. I used to, you know what I'm saying? There was a difference. You know what I'm saying? Now I feel like 14 hours a day at the computer. Sometimes 16, sometimes 18. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. And then you cue in, and then you couple that with you know, not being able to get out and do things like you want. Yeah, man. So DSJ says, dips his stalks of celery in pickle juice. Chuck, that's what y'all doing to stay vibrant? Where'd that come from?
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, that's what we do to stay young around here.
I don't know, but I can tell you what. I'm gonna say South Carolina specifically. I'm not gonna say the whole South, but I've seen this from girls from different parts of South Carolina that drink pickle juice. Like, eat a jar of pickles and then drink the juice. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yes. But
shit, I did that Saturday, Chuck. I did that Saturday. I did that Saturday night. Now, hey, Mo, did not eat like that small jar of pickles and drink the juice Saturday night. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, bro.
Y'all South Carolinians, man.
Chuck, I'm telling you, bro. Yo, I'm telling you, bro. It's the habits. Habits down here keep you looking young, bro. Habits down here keep you looking young. I'm telling you. I am not a vampire in Brooklyn, bro. I'm just a cat that eat funny. You know what I'm saying? Like who eat think about this, who eat popcorn with no butter and no salt? Me. I throw the crushed red pepper flake on it, paprika, and sometimes I will even throw hot sauce or pickle juice on it. Bam! It be blazing too. Y'all be watching me. Y'all be like, people be like, that popcorn must be blazing. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I salute you, man. Eat plain popcorn with no butter, no salt, nothing.
No.
Man, it's like eating them little styrofoam balls that be in the boxes, the styrofoam. That's what it's like.
You talking about them packing popcorn?
Popcorn. Can't eat that.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, man. Listen, man. I'm telling you. That's a whole vibe right there, bro.
I know. I can't. I tried. I saw you doing it. I was like, okay. On my health journey, I was taking little bits and pieces of the things that I was hearing you say, things that you were trying. I didn't go full vegan, but I heard you say you was eating veggie nuggets one night.
Right.
So I said, okay, let me try veggie nuggets. The first ones I got, I didn't really care for them. Tried a different brand, hit a home run. So I tried the plain popcorn. I saw them. I said, all right, let me get these. And I popped the bag. I went to put it in my mind. I'm not going to be able to do it.
I'm not going to be able to do it.
Right. It tastes like nothing.
Nothing.
It tastes like I'm eating sponge, man. Nah. So I salute you on that. Like, that is terrible. The fact that you put pepper flakes on it lets me know that you're not a complete psycho. Because if you were eating them plain like that, again, I'm just eating plain popcorn. He has dead bodies in his body for sure. He's only a psycho.
In the basement, wrapped in plastic.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Eating this packing peanuts like this. But yeah.
If you eat plain popcorn with nothing on it, you that weirdo in Kmart that be walking fast with dirty sneakers on. Strange. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Eye on him. Look at the street where he walking. Where he walking?
Yeah.
Sporting goods.
Yeah, sporting goods for sure. For sure. Can you show me what a duct tape is? That dude. Yeah. What you mean show you what a duct tape is? It's over there by the tape. Crazy.
Man.
And Wayne Peterson said there's no need to eat plain popcorn in the 2000s. Yeah, man. When you Wayne Peterson, you sound like a guy that's been in shape for a long time, bro. With me, I was trying to do the air popcorn thing because microwave popcorn has a preservative in it that's not healthy for you, right? And you know, you movie popcorn, man, you may as well just go ahead and eat steak and drink Pepsi because it's got the same amount of calories in it. So if you gonna waste calories on popcorn, you may as well waste it on a steak dinner. You know what I'm saying? And that's for those that's for those that count calories. For those that count calories, that are calorie counters, I am not one. Right? Okay. I am not one. I find something that is 0 calories and I eat the hell out of it, all of it. like legit. Whenever I get my hands on celery, I go through a bag, bro. The whole bag by myself, and then be growling like a pit bull at the feed dish when somebody come around try to get some. You know what I'm saying? Don't y'all got how you gonna eat the celery and y'all got a meat lovers pizza over there? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And so for the because
First of all, we got to talk about this celery thing. How are you celery eaters eating celery?
right. So I'm not a main celery
Like,
eater.
are you dipping it in peanut butter or are you eating it raw?
What? Dipping it? For what? I don't get it.
Like dipping it in like, I don't know, ranch dressing or cheese or
Don't that defeat the purpose?
not even hummus.
No. No salt, nothing. Just wash it. What's the point? If think about it, if you're gonna dip it in ranch dressing, why not just get you a large fry from McDonald's? It's the same thing. In calories.
Man, you can have a low calorie dressing to put on it. Like it don't have to be anything high in calorie. It could be peanut butter. You could dip your celery in peanut butter. I'm just saying, if my celery's not finely chopped up
In dressing, I already know. My sister said, "Man, only time I eat celery is if it's." I know. My sister I know. And my sister.
Now here's the thing. Now I can eat cooked celery. I can eat cooked celery.
Yeah.
But raw like that, I don't know that taste, man. That tastes like I'm eating algae. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
I am eating a plant for sure.
Yeah. Nah, man, I get it, man. I get that part, man. But it's about your comfort level. It's like with me, if I can't. All right, so at my weight, I can't eat comfort meals for every meal, right? I already had that time. It's the
Right.
reason why I'm weighing what I weigh right now, right? Like 360, what a 361, 362. At my height, it don't look like I'm heavy, right? But bro, like for instance, you could take 350 and stretch it out to 6'6" or whatever, and you don't look the same as somebody that's 5'5", 360, right? But 360 at any height is a lot of weight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a lot of weight to carry, bro. It's a lot of weight, and so ideally, I should be down at my height at about 6'5". I should be about 210. That's what I should be at. But then all the trolls and my haters on the internet will say that Uncle Freezie started smoking crack. You know what I mean? You know how it is. You know that crack diet. You know what I'm saying? So that ain't my deal. That ain't my deal, man. I would love to get down there, but I know it's a slow process. But I ain't got nothing but time. To quote Jay-Z.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you don't pack on pounds all in one day, and you don't take them off all in one day. So yeah, man. Chuck, you ready to get into this relationship corner?
Ooh. Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need. What you need. We're broken, it's tragic. We're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
Man, ain't heard that song in a minute. I
Yeah,
love that
I'm
joint,
over
bro.
here cheesing like a bug. I love that song.
Yeah, I love that. I love that joint, man. But Chuck, somebody reached out to me. So this is not a personal one, right? Somebody reached out to me, and it was real short. It was when they reached out to me, it was a real short thing. But at the same time, bro, you could tell the person that sent it to me was about to cry when they sent it, right? So.
Okay.
So a lady, and I gotta stop calling y'all chicks too, by the way. I gotta start respecting y'all. That's one of the things that's one of my critics. People like, yo, you be calling women chicks and all that. So we no chicks, we women, we ladies. I feel you. I'm sorry about the disrespect, ladies. My bad. But a lady reached out to me and said that all she wanted from her man is to give up everything in his life for her. That's all she wanted. She said she gave up everything in her life for him, and she wanted him to do the same, but he won't. Every time she turned around, his mama is there, his sisters are there, his aunties and them are there, always in their relationship. They can't do nothing. They can't do a thing. They can't do a thing without him. For instance, the example she gave two. One of them was black. I'll mention that one later. But the one that was important, she was like, yo, hey, Hard Will was good. She was like, yo, they were playing, they had been married for like 2 years. The whole 4 years they've been together. The whole 4 years, I said 4 and I got 5 fingers up. Right? The whole 4 years they've been together. His mama, his daughters, his sisters, his aunties, all the women in their family always be in a business. Always. Daughter texts him, he in the mall. He's like, yeah, I'm just here with, let's call her Sherry. I'm in the mall with Sherry right now. You know, we just in here walking. And the daughter's like, oh yeah, we on the way. And so the daughters show up, all 4 of them, they show up. They show up and they take turn a simple walking around the mall thing into family time, Chuck.
Okay.
All 4 of these daughters, guess how old they are?
15, 16, 17?
In their 20s.
Okay.
They're in their 20s. So Sherry and her man can't even hold hands walking around the mall because you got 4 daughters pulling him into stores, trying to get him to buy them stuff. They, talking loud, doing all they having a good time. And Sherry can't even have her man to herself. Right? when they have dinners, look small stuff like when they have anniversary dinners. When they have anniversary dinners, the daughters show up, bring in anniversary presents and all that stuff, and they hang out with them on the anniversary. Right. Right. And so on the surface, you're like, yo, I appreciate all these gifts y'all brought us, but y'all couldn't bring us these things tomorrow, or y'all couldn't brought them yesterday. We just want to spend our second anniversary. We just want to spend it by ourselves. And they thought, y'all gonna have plenty of anniversaries. It's just anniversary number 2. And Chuck, every time they get ready to go somewhere, and this is the kicker. Every time they get ready to go somewhere, right? Like this is the thing a lady tell me, and it's funny when you hear it. Every time they get ready to go somewhere, his mama gets sick. Like they was talking about going to Vegas for a week, right? This past summer. And he tells Sherry, I can't go because mama's sick. And she asks him, she's like, how come every time we try to go somewhere, just get sick? He's like, watch yourself, that's my mama you talking about. Right? But Chuck, every time they get ready to go somewhere, his mama gets sick. Right? But she don't never be in the hospital. She just don't be feeling well. Mama, let me take you to the hospital. No, I don't want to be no trouble. I'ma just put some Vicks salve on this rag and wrap my head and take this thing and put some cotton liver oil on it and put it on my neck. And you go in her room and it smells like a World War II bunker. You know what I'm saying? But she won't go to the hospital. And all his aunties be over there. And he's like, well, it looks like y'all got it from here, man. Mama, you gonna be all right? She's like, I'm gonna be all right. Going on. And he like, you know, he ready to take his girl to Vegas, a trip that they had been planning for like 7 months. He got to cancel it because his mama sick. And when he was going to go anyway, his aunties and them talk trash to him to his face. Your mama in here laying down sick. You never know. You only get one mama. Meanwhile, Miss Sherry in the living room like, we can't even go to Virginia Beach. We can't even leave for like 3 or 4 days unless his mama gets sick. She'll never be sick the day before. Right? Like Chuck, how the thing go is they was getting ready to go. I can't remember the name she says. I'm just making up Virginia Beach. I can't remember the name of the place, but let's just say Virginia Beach, right? She said they told her the date of. Right, Mama fine. She in there cooking breakfast, everything for the family, everything. You know, they about to do such and such, and then she like, yeah, why don't you come to such and such and do such and such with us? Right? He like, I can't, man. Me and Sherry about to go to Virginia Beach. Right? She's like, oh, y'all have a good time. Then his auntie and sisters them call him, like, you know, your mama laid down across the bed, said she ain't feeling well. She done put that war rag on her head. She got Vicks salve. She got the room smelling like Vicks salve and cottonseed oil. And so my man is like, I can't go. My mama's sick. And so Sherry is like, so what do you do? Do you have a wife? Or do you have a needy family? You're gonna have to give up one to get the other. Because you ain't gonna be able to handle both. You know what I'm saying? Like you got a wife here that gave up everything. You know what I'm saying? Like she gave up all the drama. She done walked away from all those things so she can be a good wife. And you, every time we turn around, somebody need money, somebody's sick, somebody got some drama, and you rushing away from our quality time so that you can be there with them. You know when I first heard it, Chuck, the first thing I thought was maybe something wrong with Sherry. Like why Sherry so needy? Why Sherry need to have you there 24/7? And then I thought too later on, I was like, well, wait a minute. Sherry is his wife. Chat, am I delusional thinking that the family is trying to destroy their marriage? Maybe they don't like Sherry.
Well, let me ask some questions about the family because there's a lot of questions I had. I was, just sitting back trying to let you, lay the whole story out because I didn't want to miss anything before I opened my mouth to say anything. But one of my main questions is, where's his father and where are his uncles?
I don't know
because
I don't know. That wasn't
daughters, mothers. That makes a big difference, sir. You know why?
Right.
Because if you got a husband, I'm out.
Right.
Your husband should be there. Like, people shouldn't be calling you as the son when they have a father, a grandfather, or a brother-in-law.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
Aunties who are always in someone's business usually don't have men.
They usually don't have a man.
Occupy their time.
Right.
Right. So just how you've painted the picture of the family, that leads me to believe that these are all single women who didn't have a man, had children, and treated their son, older son, or only son, as their man, their husband's son. Where they did everything for him and said stupid things to them like, I'm the only woman you're gonna ever love. And they chase off any women that come in their lives because they feel like this woman is going to take them away and they're not going to be able to get their husband's son. Women sometimes like to do that. Single mothers sometimes like to do that to always, because he ain't never going to leave you. This is the one man that ain't going to leave you. Right. I was there to kiss his boo-boo, wipe his nose, clean his backside. He gonna be with me to the end, but then comes some girl and it blows her plans up.
Right.
So my thing is, I just wanted to know, does any of these women have men in their lives? Does it sound like they don't?
Sound like they don't.
As far as the daughters go, and his kids,
right?
We like. I do get where there could be a compromise in the year. You can call them the day of their anniversary, but you're gonna have to go over. Hey, Mom, Dad, I just wanted to wish y'all happy anniversary. We'll be over there tomorrow with some gifts. You know, to give them some time. Because 2 years, we're still in the honeymoon phase. Like, people are still being in the quote-unquote honeymoon phase, right?
Right.
A lot of still spontaneous romping around and things like that.
Right.
So that would be the courteous thing to do, but we talk about kids, man. When have kids ever been courteous?
Yeah, in their 20s, are they really kids though?
Yeah.
In their 20s, are they really kids? Yeah. You're like, come on. Come on.
I mean, if you're saying 28, 29,
Yeah, I think that's their range. I think they like 23, like something like she said in their 20s. So I'm assuming that they're not 20, 21, 22, 23. I'm thinking like they spread out in their 20s.
okay.
You know what I'm
Early
saying? Like,
20s, I would say you're still a kid. I'll put you in the category of a kid up to about 25. And it's like, all right, come on, what you doing? You're not a kid no more.
yeah. So maybe one or two of them. When I heard it, I was thinking like late 20s, and then maybe a couple like in the early 20s, like kind of spread out. But either way it go, at some point, man. And I understand that the father daughter dynamic, trust. I understand that, right? I love it. I love having a daughter. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta give Pop Duke some room to breathe, right? These girls, and that always baffled me. How do dudes have, you ever see, how do dudes always wind up with 4 daughters, but a dude can never wind up with 4 sons? You ever notice that? It's like a hand in spades, right? Like a dude, if he get all of something, it always be girls. It don't never be all boys. You know what I'm saying? You know, but yeah, man, it's one of them things, man. Like, you know, should it be give up everything for your husband or your wife? Like Chuck say, I'm just gonna throw this out there. Say Megan Good comes and she's like, Chuck, listen, I'm not walking down this altar with you unless you give up like certain things. I don't like dogs and I don't like Uncle Freezie. Right? So in order for us to walk down the aisle.
Give up. I was responding like as if Megan was speaking.
You got to get rid of them. Megan Good is telling you, you got to give up the dog and give up Uncle Freezie, in order for her to walk down the aisle with you and be totally committed to you. Because in order for her to totally commit to you, you got to totally commit to her. You know what I'm saying?
See, here's the thing, and I ain't knocking Sherry, but Sherry, you have to be 100% that a person is on your page before you walk down the aisle. You can't assume that once y'all get married, they'll fall in line and do the things that you want them to do. If y'all been together for 4 years, and in those 4 years you saw codependency.
Right.
And he never broke that. Never took a stand in the 2 years you guys were together before you got married, and you shouldn't have got married. Because the things that you're asking for, that guy was never going to deliver because that was not in his DNA. I know a lot of Southern boys.
When the preacher said, but when the preacher tell you the vows, and your vows, right? The preacher standing up there in front of people and tell you that you have to cling to your wife. Man, cling to your wife and let everything else go. And everybody in there hear that. Like you starting a new life with this wife. Don't cling on to anything else. And that dude, whatever his name is, said, I do. Do you promise to make this woman first, to have her, to hold her, to keep her forever, to keep her safe, even when she down and out? You promise to be there for her for the rest of your life, over anybody else? I do. And she said the same thing. Now it's said in different ways in different ceremonies, but the gist of it is that, right?
Yes, sir. Right.
You know what I'm saying? I said them vows before, man. I looked a lady one time. I looked a lady in the eyes, and the dude was like, to have her, to hold her, your sickness and in health over anybody else. Nobody is more important than her. You promised to keep her forever. And he looked at me, and I was like, I do. You know what I'm saying? And so the dude can't say that he ain't never heard that before, because he heard it before.
Right.
Now some people will write their own vows. I don't know if they wrote their own vows or not, but traditionally that's how it goes. And anybody in the chat that had ever took them vows, they know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else in the chat that you know, DSJ's like, yo, I can't go to the Walmart because my mama's sick. Yep, that's about it. That's about it. That's what it sounds like to me. I wish I had more info to make it more juicier. You know me, I'll make it juicy, but this is all I got for this one.
Now, man, I'm gonna tell you, man, I ran into a bunch of dudes like that in the South. When I was younger, in my early to mid 20s, I used to stumble on extracurricular activities with women that had men issues.
Right.
And those were the issues. They mama and they auntie in their business. He don't have a backbone to stand up to the women in his life that run his life. There's a young man in particular, I don't want to say his name, but had a bad chick. I was like, okay, I see you, young fella, do your thing. Everything in the beginning of that situation, everything was cool. You know what I'm saying? You come, bring her around, whatever. And then one night I see her in the pool hall, chopping it up, playing a couple games, having a couple of beers, and then she starts just telling me everything in their relationship, and I'm like, why me? Why me? What is it about me? But anyway, long story short, she tells me a scenario. I believe she was living in Simpsonville at the time, and he was living on the outskirts of Orangeburg, and so he came to see her up there, and she was like, "Okay, so you staying the night?" And he was like, "Nah, I'm gonna head back, because I gotta feed my grandma dogs in the morning and the chicken." You have brother, sister, cousins, aunties, and uncles who all be at this lady house all the time. There's never not somebody at her house. And you mean to tell me nobody else can do these things? Oh man, you know how grandma get.
Yeah.
So
that's exactly how grandma get. I got a grandma like that. I had a grandma like that. She passed away though.
That is a nice little drive. That's like a 2-hour ride. And you just got finished bumping uglies, and you about to hop in your car and drive back to the bird so you can feed your grandma chicken and them stray mutts. They ain't even her dogs. They neighborhood dogs. You know how
you gotta keep the chickens fed though, in order to get them brown eggs be richer than regular white eggs though. Yeah, Chuck, you done ate brown eggs before, bro. You know they richer than regular eggs.
Man, this lady
And the shell thicker on it too. Like them white eggs. You gotta do is bump them, and the white egg shell crack. You know that they paper thin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The brown eggs, I ain't saying they tough, but they thicker than, you know what I'm saying? You gotta feed them chickens, bro. Them chickens and them brown eggs, you wanna them brown eggs with some salmon and grits in the morning and some biscuits and some Kool-Aid that been in the refrigerator overnight. Oh, shit.
Oh,
what?
What you call
Yo,
yeah, boy.
Come on, bro. Come on. That's why you think the cats be like, oh, them girls from down south is dead. How you think they got that way? They be eating that dead sausage and brown egg and grits and some Kool-Aid grandma made yesterday about 5 o'clock and put it in the freezer. What? Yeah, man.
Now, I have yet to meet a girl from the South that could not make a meal like that. That is almost, I can't even front, man. Like the quintessential waking up in the morning in the peas, stepping on toys as you're trying to get out.
Yes.
Where you going? I'm about to make breakfast. Trying to get out of here before your kids get up.
Yeah.
No, I'm about to make some grits and some salmon.
Because I'm not daddy.
Okay.
Some grits, some
right.
And don't mess around. Don't mess around and she done made salmon patties. What? Oh,
salmon
boy.
croquettes.
Yes. Chuck, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna a lady. like wake them boys up so I can take it to the barbershop. Yeah, I just one lady, Chuck. She and I understand your point. I understand your point about the drive, but this lady, Chuck. This is about 89, 90. No.
Okay.
No, not even 89. This is. I remember It Takes Kid and Play, and It Takes Two was out on the radio, because they played it day and night on the Big DM. They played Getting Funky and It Takes Two. They played I just said Getting Funky, the JJ Fad song. JJ Fad, and we hear the rock and something. I forget the JJ Fad song. And I know they only got one. I just can't remember the name of it. But anyway, the Big DM used to play JJ Fad, Kid and Play, and It Takes Two. It Takes Two. They used to play that all the time. So yeah. Okay. Supersonic. So anyway, this lady that I'm talking, I'm real young, man. I'm real young, man. I got to be every bit of like 20, 19, 20, 21, something like that. Real young, naive. This lady made some salmon patties, salmon croquettes, bro. And I was like, hell. I made her, she was like, I'm gonna put these up for later. I was like, hell, you ain't. I took like the salmon patties and put them in aluminum foil and took them with me. They was that good stuff. I was like, girl, what you put in that thing? She's like, I put my foot in it. That's the first time I had heard somebody say that before. I was like, you put your foot in it? Girl, that's the first time I had heard it. Right? She's like, yeah, I put my foot in it. My mama showed me how to do that. But what it is she, man, Chuck, them things are so good. But anyway, the thing about them being romantic and my man leaving to go to his grandma's house, I understand where you're going. I understand where you're going with that. He could have got somebody else to do it, and he should have. But the thing is, what women don't realize is that everybody value system ain't like what you read in those romantic novels, right? like for instance, one of the best groups to ever come out, in my opinion, is a group called Escape, right? Because on the albums, they always have these songs where they be dressed up looking like dudes. You know what I'm saying? They be doing the look, all this looking like dude. But then when you get to the yeah, you know what I'm saying? But then when you get past that on the album, they always have joints like fire joints, like the song from the girl perspective. They had an album called Off the Hook. I think it's Off the Hook. They had an album.
Off the hook.
Yeah, I think it might have been like their second or third album. And so Candy has this song, a solo. She got this solo joint on there called "Do Like Lovers Do," right? And she just basically breaking it down. She basically breaking it down like, you know. Oh, it's not even a solo because both ladies are singing, right? But the thing is when you hear them talk about like what a relationship was supposed to be like, the way they thought it was supposed to be, and what it is, it's two different things. You like, yo, you know, it's crazy. Like, cause dudes be like, I'm gonna do what Rob Chasman had this song, I gotta do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta do, like basically he's saying, like in the song "Do What I Gotta Do" by Ralph Chesman, he's saying, I really like being with you, but you're not that type of girl. I got another girl, so now I gotta do what I gotta do and break her heart so that I can be with you, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? It looked like the dude is singing, so the dude is in that Smokey Robinson bag, right? Like he like, I gotta do what I gotta do and break her heart, singing like Smokey Robinson on that joint. And so it's like you hear him being a player, right? And then but you listen to Escape all these years later, sitting talking about "Do Like Lovers Do," like just, yo, instead of doing all that stuff, man, you know we in love. Let's just do what lovers do, or at least pretend do like lovers do, right? Right? Singing to the dude like, I think you go like, we've been to the movies once or twice, candlelight dinners, and all this stuff, right? So how about we just do like lovers do, like do this thing, not bumping uglies, but you know what I'm saying, do like lovers do, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of times, like from when I talk to women think like this thing is, and not all women and not all men, I'm just saying in general, that some women have an overarching expectation and some dudes have minimal expectation. They just want to get down to business and leave. And they'll make up any excuse to do so.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I saw a lady up the road with a flat tire. I'm going to go help her. What? But we just had dinner and we just, you know what I'm saying, had our romantic thing. And you trying to get out of here to go help a stranger with a flat tire? What's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? I had a cousin do that one time. Legit, I dropped him off and I went somewhere else and he knocked on the door. He was like, hey, Uncle Freezie, you in there? And Chuck, this is down south. I dropped my cousin off, right? I dropped my cousin off at like 9:30. I'm at this place. It's like 11 o'clock. There's a banging on the door. There's a banging on the, bam, bam, bam. Uncle Freezie, you in there? So I'm like, and so the lady that I'm with is like, hey, what's that, the police? And I'm like, I don't know. You know, I go to the door. My cousin outside with his shirt off, he's sweating. Man, what you doing here? I just walked up here from such and such house. You ready? And I look at my cousin, I'm like, bro, you did everything you had to do in an hour and a half. He's like, no, it took me 45 minutes to walk up here. So I'm like, wait a minute. You did everything you had to do in 45 minutes? Yeah. She's trying to hold me there. So wait a minute. So you did everything you had to do in 30 minutes? He's like, yup. And she tried to keep me there, and I told her I had to go help this lady up the road. She had a flat tire. And like, cause of me and you can't never hang out ever again. Ever. Chuck, this dude, he went to a lady house. They like each other. He go over there. She finally let him come over. 30 minutes is over. They argue for 15 minutes. He leaves. He got to go. He got to go help a lady up the road with a flat tire. He leave, walk off 45 minutes, walk all the way where I'm at. And he like, yeah. And so my thinking is her expectation was it was going to be one way. And his expectation was, this is wham bam. I never got that. I never got that.
Because men and women, we operate on different planes, and a lot of women, not all, but a lot of women be living in fantasy land, and they be thinking like these, the things that are in their head is going to manifest in the guy that they're dating, and the reality is, like, when you evaluate this person, do they even any of these qualities that you hoping they're going to magically, possess once y'all get together, or once, y'all officially in a relationship? Like, no. And for guys, a lot of guys have never been in a relationship, man. Not a real one. So they don't know what to do.
Yeah,
a lot of guys ask them about relationships, man. They'll tell you about some high school something. They'll tell you about maybe some college something. Like, well, how long y'all was together? Man, we were together like 6 months. So your longest relationship was 30-something years with 6 months.
6 months is a long time, but
no
not
wonder
really.
You don't know how to act.
That's why you don't know how to treat a lady.
It's really exactly. My cousin's gonna be mad, but me and her husband used to get into that a lot. I was like, yo, bro, you're married. What are you doing?
Right.
It'll be like 2 o'clock in the morning. There's a knocking on the door. I don't even get up to go answer it because I'm like, there's nobody checking for me. No 2 o'clock in the morning. Anybody knocking on this door got to be at the wrong apartment, because everybody that's supposed to be here is here.
Right.
Long story short, is this dude, and I'm like, what are you doing here? Oh man, I was in the neighborhood. I was like, you in the neighborhood? You should be home with your wife,
hugged up.
No, he wasn't, because he's an idiot, but he was the same way. Anytime his mom called his sister, like, he'll go running, and his sister didn't even come to his wedding. His own sister didn't come.
Right.
So it was like, yo, man, you can't prioritize people that aren't your immediate family. Your immediate family is the wife,
right?
The woman that you met.
That's where it started. Husband and wife. That's where it started. That's where it started. Because no matter who else, Chuck, no matter who else in the dynamic, whether it be your mama, well, in order for you to get here, your mama had to have a man. You know what I'm saying? So no matter the dynamic is man and woman first, right? Man and woman first. And I know so, and I know in today's age things are different, man. You know, blah blah blah. You know, boom boom boom. You know, basically what it come down to is man and woman first. So you got to prioritize your relationship first, just like they prioritize. But I got to get out of here, man, because the KMD starting in a little bit, and I know people gonna want to talk about timetable rotations, even though it's September.
Yeah, man. This
I gotta.
This was a good. This was a good conversation, man. We can pick up on this a little bit tomorrow, because there's something I do want to touch on, and if we just don't have we don't have the time to go through it. And maybe just blurt it out would be it would be taken out of context.
Yeah, man. I feel you. I feel you. Tomorrow we got Nate coming on. So real estate Nate will be on tomorrow, hanging out with us for a few minutes. It'll be me and Chuck. 8:00 tomorrow. I'm gonna try. Y'all listen. I'm trying to get back. I'm trying to get back on time to do the schedule, but I've been in a little bit of a funk because of stuff. But I'm gonna try to get back on like this, the regular schedule, and figure out a bunch of stuff. But I appreciate y'all for coming through.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming through and hanging out with us. We'll see y'all tomorrow, 8:00 ish. Peace.